Hello everyone, this is Marina here and Maz is with me.
Hi.
We are together here in Hogwarts in New Zealand in a forest.
At a mystery school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're learning about cosmology and esoterics in this amazing place. We're also learning how elements work together and the different layers of self, like how they interact in the different planes.
In this video we're gonna talk about some witchcraft, because basically we came here to learn the mystery in the mystery school, the esoterics, and to reveal more of our power and more of the mystery that is in life and also in death.
Yeah, and the mystery that's within ourselves, always. And really, we're always dancing with the mystery within us, with others, like with the world. Like there's constantly this movement and this dance, this flow. And yeah, we often don't know where we're going to go or where we're going to end up or what we'll be.
Yeah. And just right here in front of us there is an activated circle of bones that is a place, for me it's a place that when I stand in the middle I can release the old and invite the new to come. And I feel that this is a very critical moment in our life when the old is transmuting into the new, and the new wants to come, but just a second before the new is arising, we have to be here in the old, in the death, in the stillness of the unknown, of the uncertainty.
Yeah, and transformation, which is also something else that we're going through right now. Like we can see it in the world, like something is happening, something is moving. Transformation doesn't always feel so comfortable. You know, you spoke about death and rebirth. Birth isn't always pleasant, most likely not. You know, there is a whole process of letting go and surrendering, and there can be a lot of pain and grief and sadness in that.
Yes. So before we go any further, I would really like to ask you, how did you find your powers? What was the moment that you understand that there is beyond the business as usual and the normal life that we're all living?
It was from a very, very young age that I was really enchanted and captivated by witchcraft and spells and other worlds. I was so sure, and I felt it in myself, that there is something beyond this, beyond what we see. And ever since I was little, I had this inner knowing, this intuition, and also very powerful dreams. And I started noticing my dreams, and I could feel this, I was able to really tap into them, and I could have premonitions and predict certain situations. And that was a very powerful realization that really scared me for a long time because I didn't understand it. Yeah.
I remember as a child not knowing how to separate the worlds, because my astral body is very activated, especially during the night. And since I was a child, I was like telling everyone, I have supernatural powers and I know how to fly and I can kill you with my hands. And everybody was saying, no, you're a liar. And I didn't really realize that there is a separation. And as the time goes by, I understood that there is ability when you open this antenna or channel to really receive messages from everything that is like around us, not only from like dead people or spirits that are lived once and left the world, but also like there is a spirit in everything. Also in this tree there is devas, and in the leaves, and they all speak to us.
Yeah, and there's this like sense of openness, like using yourself, imagining yourself as a portal or as a channel. Can you open yourself up to receive? yeah, like for me, there's been a big piece around receiving love, and being able to open myself to something like love means I'm actually opening up to all other things, like things that, yeah, maybe I don't even know what they are yet or what the message is, but there is a yearning and an openness to, yeah, to delve deeper.
Yeah, it's a big piece, the emotional movement that we allow our body, because you know, back in the days when they were burning the witches, I think the main thing that makes a woman a witch is when she is aware of all the forces that is around, but also the forces that is within, the emotional bodies, and using this strong emotional dense energy to cultivate and to really navigate it through different phases and situations.
Yeah, and we're really seeing that today, this reemergence of these otherworldly powers, these connections that are reforming. And so, yeah, in the last 100 years, yeah, people or witches weren't being burnt, but we could see there was like a move away from connection to the elements to, yeah, this real focus on industrialization and on matter and things. And as the world is starting to shift, the consciousness is starting to shift, we see there's like a reconnection with that. Yeah, and it's so exciting.
It is. I remember just like arriving here to this mystery school and knowing that I'm coming to learn magic and to unlock my powers even bigger and more wider. There was this big piece that actually started emerging here in this circle when there was a piece in me that felt like I should hide it. I should hide my powers and I should hide the connection to the higher realms because I might die. There is a piece like back in the days or maybe previous life or any kind of story that it is, that this magic, that all the pieces of me are not welcomed. The magic is not welcome in this world because there is no place for magic. But after dealing and processing this piece, and I really call myself and I call you, the people who watch this, to show up and bring this piece, because there is a place for magic, and magic could have so many different forms. Like for example, Maz, what are your forms of magic?
So this intuition that I have, like this inner knowing, I'm able to access it through all of my senses. And it's almost like, it's like there's breadcrumbs that's been left for me over my life that I can access through my senses. So I have like this taste in my mouth, right, that takes me back to a particular point in time, but is actually relevant to where I am right now. So there's almost like these parallels that are happening always. Or it can even be through, yeah, like through touch. Like I have like a tactile memory that's actually, I need that memory. I need that part from that time in my life for right now. So it can be in any kind of way. Also dreams, my dreams are really powerful. And yeah, being open to that actually, and like taking the time to write down your dreams when you wake up can help you to be able to track your dreams more and for the dreams to become more vivid and more powerful.
Yeah. Another piece that I see is that there is no only one path we can go or only one way that we practice, because the whole spectrum, it's the movement, and to understand this movement. So for example, I know that I have a very strong medicine healing powers that wants to move through me, and when I see someone in trouble, I could really read his emotional body and see his aura, and if there are like holes there, I could really like send this healing love. And this is also a big part of magic, and it could be using herbs and seeing like plants talking and asking for us to touch them, to use them, to drink them, to smoke them, to light them up.
Yeah, and trust is actually a really big piece here, like trusting the messages that are coming through you. I have similar experiences to that, Marina, where I see someone and I feel them and I'm like, oh, okay, something is coming through me, a message that I need to tell them. I might not understand this message, but I deliver it, trusting that the other person, whoever's receiving it, it's for them. It's actually not for me to understand. So yeah, for you, you receive messages in your way and I receive in my way. So there's all different kinds of directions that it can be coming in. Just listening and trusting. So important.
And there is a big piece of intention and integrity. When we are in the integrity, in the alignment with the world, we have a strong intention that we want to bring to where we're coming, and to set this intention, the tools will come. The tools is less matter, because it could be like a potion that we make, a text that we write, something that we burn, or any kind of ritual activation of altars or like crystals. But in the end, what really, really matters is what is the intention. And if the intention is good and is for the greater good and for the biggest alignment that there is with the will of the world, not my own will, because I don't know if my will is what the world needs or what the world wants, because thinking of that might be very tricky.
Yeah, it's very big. It's very big to hold that, like the intention of the world. But yeah, focusing on your intention, that really resonates. People can feel that. You know, it can be felt all around you, and it will also dictate your actions, like how you approach something. Do you approach something from a place of love or from a place of fear? Or from a place of anger, like, because all of those will have different resonances and different vibrations, and that will manifest in that kind of way in response. Yeah, I feel like I want to ask you a question. When did you start noticing your witchy powers?
Well, since I remember myself, there are like pieces of pieces. Like it started with not knowing the dreams, and then I was always driven to the magic, to the things that beyond, to the dragons, to this magical wands and like fairies and everything that is a little bit more colorful or more into the fantasy, and also this driven to the woods, to where the witches live, and I never saw them as evil or bad, and that is a big piece, because for some reason I guess we're wearing black, but inside this is like really potent dark light. And
it's powerful.
Not being afraid of the dark, because you know, like Jesus and religion and all those people who killed the witches and who killed the magic and tried to vanish it out of the world, and try to do this muscle of like I'm strong, I'm stronger, more masculine, more patriarchal world, is this place that is afraid of the dark and trying to make it all clear and bright and shiny, when actually the world is in its own way spiraling and weaving.
Yeah, and also the dark, it's really, it's the unknown. It is the ultimate mystery. Like dark matter, we still don't really know what it is, but we know it makes up most of the cosmos. And I feel that black really represents that. It's like, it's scary, like we don't know what's possible, but also anything is possible.
Which is exciting. It's a big piece of excitement. Everything is possible.
So I have another question for you. Do you have any recommendations or any tips on how to grow and develop these powers?
I guess first of all, it sounds like kitschy, but it's not. Look inside. Look inside and listen. Really listen outside. What is trying to move through you? What is trying to talk? And see, especially when there is like something that is like blocking or trying to say, no, I don't want to go there. Go there. Like, you know how we like to say here, the only way out is through. And go through that and see where it is. Like, also strong emotion could be a really good start. Like, begin with the strongest emotion, with the strongest resistance, and see why is there such a strong resistance. And maybe you'll find a past life story or maybe there is a message there that is waiting to reveal itself and to take you to the next phase.
Yeah, and to lean into that. You don't have to throw yourself in if it feels really, if the resistance is very strong, but just to lean in little bit, little bit, little bit, and see what unfolds as you surrender.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, sister.
I got caught by a bone. Thank you for watching us. We love you, and we are sending you so much love and magical mystery.
Resonating love.
Thank you.
Yeah.